HBC Doncaster.
Here is HBC Vehicle Services Nottingham.
Rainbow there, pick up your Audi.
Have you got a buyer's number? What time was you booked?
12:45 with Kate.
You've booked it in this morning?
Yeah.
Thank God.
So guys, I've did it again. I bought a front end damage, another Audi A4 estate as well, but this time it's an S-Line B8.5. Look around the damage here. Radiators I can see leaking, intercoolers damaged, this bar's gone in, this frame here, grill's gone, bumper's gone, this headlight looks cracked on this side, but I'm sure we could swap this glass over. Hopefully the computer's all good. Wing's got a bit of damage here, body looks good, it's got the S-Line side skirts, wheels, tyres all look very good. Let's take you around the car first. Little scratches. Oh yeah, the boot opens, that's good to know. All that dog shit. Dog hair. What the fuck that is. Oh, the airbags are out. The 2 carton ones. But this is a Quattro, by the way. Got the paddle shifts, heated leather seats as well, S-Line, electronic. I'm not going to go in there, guys, this looks a bit filthy in there. It's only got 6,000 on the clock. It's got the MMI. Not happy. Nice black. It doesn't start. There's the key in there. Oh yeah. I hate it when a dog's been in the car. Look in there. Underneath, suspensions all look good. Tyre holding air. I can't see any cracks or anything from the frame or under guards. Okay guys, I'm just going to strap this up now. I'm going to make my journey back now. First impressions of the car. This is what I expected with the front end, with the airbags, everything. It's got a few extras like heated leathers and the folding mirrors and things like that are good, but why I'm a bit down, I feel it's got dog hair in there, and I hate it when cars had a dog inside it. So that's just a cleaning process now. But that's the only downside right now. But after I take it back, I'm gonna show you guys a full extent of the damage and what you could expect from a front end damage. So see you guys soon. I brought the vehicle back. I was just about to start the vehicle, but I lifted up this bonnet because it was damaged here. You can see that I've just managed to push it through there. I was going to start it to get it off my bed, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that right now, because if you ever look down there, this cam belt cover's cracked and I can't see that little crack anywhere, so I'm presuming it's gone in there. So I'm not going to start it and have it pushed off. And at the bottom down there, where the crank is, I need to pull off this front end and see if that crank's been affected in any way. So just be wary when you buy a front end. Even if the airbags are gone off, like on this Audi, you swap the blow off switch, make sure you need to check if it's got the oil in there. But I could see this case is broken, so this is a very common thing. You don't want to start it and rip that belt, then you're in big trouble.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Let's take a better look at that. That crash bar is directly opposite this crank. So what I'm going to do is get my winch now and pull it out so I could have a look down there and see what's damaged. Looks like that belt's sheared, that alternator belt. Let's pull this out and we'll go from there. There don't seem to be any oil leak when I had a look at the bottom, so that's one good sign. At the top, everything here looks normal. There's no water because the radiator's smashed. This headlight here, that's one good bonus. That's not cracked, it's not moving. All the clips are in place, so that's good. And just want to hear it run. This winch here, what I've did is got my winch from my truck and I pull it behind this crash bar. Because look how far that's gone in here. So to get that out, sometimes it's a bit tricky to beat that off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try pull it a little to try bring it back to place as much as possible, or just a little pull for now. I've got it out, should be a bit better now. Keep every bolt, even if it's broken, you need to keep it. So later, you don't need to go and get these screws. So not only do you want to keep the screws, you need to keep these tabs also. Because when you go to buy them, you'll see tabs like that never come with it. That's fine. It still works. It's got a crack down here, a crack there. So this is £500. But all the modules and everything are all good. And as you've seen, it does work. We're going to have to look at that later. Hey guys, I just want to say guys, thanks for whoever's stuck around and watched this. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to give somebody or whoever's watching tips from the salvage industry. If you fall into a situation where you don't want to carry on with your project or how to get off your project or make a little bit of money back, stick around. So if we look underneath here now, that suspension, it looks all good to me. Don't look bad at all. I'm just going to take off this cover and have a look. If we look on this side here, suspension's all good. Yep, all the bushings in there all look good, nothing cracked. Looks kind of newish. Yep. I'm going to check for all of these mounts if they're not broken. Mount looks fine, no wobbly. Nothing cracked at the back there. Nope. I'm going to have to play around, check all those engine mounts, but looking at it so far, look, the cover's not even broken, so it's not too bad. Let's see if there's any oil leaks. Of course, there's water. These lines look good untouched, so it's not that bad. Look over here, these gearbox lines, it's not been hit, so that's really good. Both of them. This bracket, I could tell it's had it. It's not had it that bad, but I've got to have a look a bit more further now. The water's out, the radiator's popped, so that's what all that water is. But it's not as bad. If you see my other A4 video, that's much worse than this. These will have a few cuts under where that one is. And there's the rear diff, because it's a Quattro. So everything here is looking good. Just want to check this electronic parking brake. Couldn't move it earlier, UBCs, but now it's fine. The handbrake's off, so I could roll that. It wasn't rolling earlier. Bumper's had it, but we'll see. Just want to remove this radiator backwards so I could see if there's any damage to that engine timing or anything around there. I can't see it till I move this radiator out, so I'm going to shoot it all off now, leave the AC pump, AC hanging on there so I could get to it. If we have a look down there now, it's not been hit. It looks like there's a little crack here on the plastic, but that's nothing really. So the belt, the tensioner belt, this one here, it looks bent, but there's nothing that can be swapped. This belt, if you have a look at that fan belt, it's had it. So I'm going to need a new belt, maybe a couple of tensioners, but it's not too bad, it's not like cracked in or nothing. But if you look at that sachet, I don't think it needs to go on a jig. That has gone back, but that's not too bad. On this side, it looks fine. There's no problem. The sachet there, but who knows, once you get the bumper, everything still could be a little bent, but nothing major. Like, you don't need to put it on the jig, I don't think. You should be able to get it off, but that fan belt, you're going to need to get one of them on the tensioner. Remember, I didn't start it, guys, because of this, but what I'm going to do is take off this cover Let's see what's going on here. Okay. There's that little piece that was missing at the top, so it's down here. It's not ripped, nothing, so it's not too bad. The belt's there. Just need to bring it to top dead center and spin the crank, but you can't get the bolt, but there's nothing smashed down there. There's no oil leak. I'm sure if I spun the crank, it'll spin, but I'm not going to start it or nothing like that. Just checking everything here is all fine, but it's not too bad. Things like that we need to look out for. You've got to expect this kind of stuff when you're buying a front end damage. It may not look so bad on the pictures, but you know, it does come bad. Like, look at the belt, it's slipped off the alternator down there. You can see where that air pump is, where my hand's gone. It's right there. It's come off. So that belt definitely needs to be swapped before even turning it. The engine's going to be fine. It's just a couple of tensioners on the belt, but it looks all good. And the car overall, I'm happy with it. There were a few issues like the dog hair, and the front end is what I expected. So just want to give you guys a top tip here. You see on YouTube where you see a lot of people who do salvage, they tell you never to buy a private vehicle from Copart, for example. The reason is why. I'm going to give you this as a top tip now. I got a friend who does salvage cars. He's been doing it longer than me. He'll get a car, for example, he'll rip away all the parts, exchange them all over with a different car, and he'll put it back in so he doesn't make a loss if the salvage is really bad, if there's no profit to be made, or it's just looking like a very headache of a profit. For example, I've got Audi A4 similar to this one now. If I was going to do that, you could see this vehicle here is kind of loaded as well. It's the S line, so I could take that steering, I could take the upgraded MMI, swap it over with my one, all this black trimming and wheels. I could do that if I was going to make a loss, but the thing is, there's people out there that really do this. Some people extreme, they even take the swap over the brake disc and rotors, engine parts. So if you ever see a private car, that's why me personally, I leave them alone on Copart. So just ending with this video, the reason I did this video is to show you again front end damage, things you could expect and stuff, and if it's worth your hassle. It's like, it is a lot of hassle compared to a normal back end damage or a side damage. Front end consists of a lot of damage. Like, I got to total it all up and see if this is going to be worth it, but I don't know. I've got it for a good price. I've got reasons for it, and I'm going to be using this vehicle. Okay guys, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. Hope to see you guys again.